And this was from where we had dear sister Carla, and I was talking yesterday about deprogramming. Now, all of us are still probably a little bit programmed coming from the Christian religion. The Christian religion, you can basically plead the blood over your pork. You can put the blood on this. You can put the blood on that, right? It's all about putting the blood of Messiah on stuff. And I think at some certain level, I think Sister Carla was right that we have been doing this wrong, and we need to get down to scriptures. So if you guys noticed, everybody out there, we didn't do any kind of teachings. Did anyone upload anything yesterday? Okay, we didn't do any uploads. Huh?
We did U3A.
U3A, right. We did one for Proverbs, but normally the boys will, before bed, will actually do their own teachings on something they're reading personally. And we didn't do any of that because we went to the book, we went to the grind, and we went and we started looking at this. And so the question is, when we are rebuking unclean spirits, when we are trying to get the power of Messiah Yahushua, when we are trying to get messengers to us, what is the correct way of doing this? Okay, so everybody, I want you to go through one verse, and let's go one at a time until you guys are done, and let's exhaust this. And what do we have on for spiritual protection? Cade, you go first.
All right, we're going to start in Hebrews 13 and 14. It says, "For the blood of bulls and goats and the ashes of a heifer sprinkling the defiled, making kodosh for the cleansing of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of Hamashiach, who through the everlasting rock offered himself, unblemished Yahuwah, to cleanse your conscience from dead works to serve the living Elohim."
Okay, so that is definitely one. Jade, what do you have?
This one's about how to remove demons. So it's actually 3 verses. So, "And it came to be, as we went to a prayer, that a certain slave girl, possessed with the spirit of Puthon, met us, who brought her masters much profit by foretelling. Having followed Shaul and us, she cried out, saying, These men are the servants of the Most High Elohim, who proclaim to us the way of deliverance. And she was doing this for many days. But Shaul, greatly annoyed, turned and said to the spirit, I command you in the name of Yehoshua HaMashiach to come out of her. And it came out that same hour."
Okay, so that was a great example right there. I command in the name of Messiah Yahushua
to come out.
But
in the name.
Yeah, not the blood, not the blood. Okay, Nicole, do you have anything?
I have 1 John 4, 1 through 4.
Okay, what do you got?
"Beloved ones, do not believe every spirit, but prove the spirits whether they are of Elohim, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. But this is, you know, the spirit of Elohim. Every spirit that confesses that Yehoshua Messiah has come in the flesh of Elohim, and every spirit that does not confess that Yehoshua Messiah has come in the flesh is not of Elohim. And this is the spirit of the anti-Messiah, which you heard is coming and is now already in the world. You are of Elohim, little children, and have overcome them, because he is who is greater than he is who is in the world."
Okay, so what did that say there?
So, do you guys...
Nicole, what do you got?
So basically it just says test the spirits. If they don't say that Yehoshua came in flesh.
Okay, so that is an answer to a question that I had the other day, because a commandment that we have is to trust the messengers, or to do what the messengers say. If Yah sends messengers to us, we're to do it. The question I had to everybody is, how would you test the messenger? How would you know this is a messenger from good, or if this is an evil fallen one? And so the answer is to test them. And to how? How do we test them, Nicole?
Ask them if Yehoshua came in the flesh.
Did Yahushua HaMashiach come in the flesh? All right, and if they say yes, then they were to trust them?
Yep.
Okay, and so, I mean, how would they, I mean, they knew he came in the flesh, though. I mean, they actually contacted him. They were talking to him, you know.
But they will not confess that he is.
Okay. All right, well, that's one way. Where's that out of?
1 John.
1 John. Okay, good. Eli, what do you got?
Hebrews 2:14.
Okay.
"Since therefore the children share in flesh and blood, he himself likewise partook of the same things, that through death he might destroy the one who has the power of death, that is, the devil."
Okay, what exactly, how's that work into this?
So through his flesh and blood, it destroys the power of the devil.
Through Messiah Yahushua's flesh and blood.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but it's not the blood, right? So far we have 0 examples of using blood. All right, Caden, what do you got?
All right. Hebrews 9:22. "And according to the Torah, almost all is cleansed with the blood, and without the shedding of blood, there is no forgiveness."
Okay, so again, we have no examples of anything where we use the blood, but we use the name.
It's for blood is used for forgiveness. It was a sacrifice.
Forgiveness. So Carla's 100% right on this whole thing.
Right, and
Okay.
in John 14:12 it says, "Truly, truly, I say to you, he who believes in me." Sorry, guys.
Hold on, guys. All right. Sorry, folks. All right. So
Okay,
start over again.
Truly, truly, I say to you, he who believes in me, the works that I do, he shall also do, and greater than these he shall do, because I go to my Father. And whatever you ask in my name, that I shall do, in order that the Father might be esteemed in the bend. So this is basically, he had just done a whole bunch of miracles and casting out demons. He goes, you can do this as well if you believe my name. If you whatever you ask in my name, you will be able to do.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how you rebuke demons, is use the name of Yehoshua.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, Nicole, you have something?
Luke 10:19. This isn't like a normal version that we read out of, so I don't know. But it says, "Behold, I have given you authority to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall hurt you."
Okay. That's good. All right. So that's probably Mashiach's name. Eli, what do you have?
Alright, so I don't have anything about demons either, but in him we have redemption through the blood, the forgiveness of our trespasses according to the riches of his grace.
Okay.
Ephesians 1:7.
So that confirms a lot of exactly what Carla was talking about. Okay. Cade, what do you got?
I think that's all I have. There's one other in Revelations where it talks about how the people were cleansed in the blood of the Lamb, how their robes were turned white in the blood of the Lamb.
That's Revelation 7, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Jay, do you have anything else?
Yeah, so in Matthew 17:18 says, "And Yehoshua rebuked the demon, and it came out of him, and the child was healed from that hour." So basically, he just rebuked the demons, and they left.
Rebuke the demon, but he's the son of the Creator.
But everyone after him used his name when they were casting out demons, like Peter and Paul. They always said in the name of Yehoshua HaMashiach, "Be gone from this person, flee from this person, or go back to where you came from," something like that.
Okay. Nicole, do you have anything else?
No.
No, once to say they used the blood, it's just they used his name because his name has power.
Right. No, and so I guess this is the power of us having a little ecclesia like this, and we are. I guess I wouldn't say that we're teachers by any means. We are a family that is sitting here reading with you guys, and so if anything, I guess we're reading mates, all of us, the family out there. You guys are reading with us, and so this is the conclusion that we have come to, that we absolutely did have it wrong. We did have programming still set up into us, and we don't need to plead the blood. However, being said that, there have been times in the past when Nicole and when things have happened, right? One time, I'll tell you, I was in a dream. And I was fighting a demon, and the demon grabbed me and got a hold of me, and I was sitting there screaming. And this may be the sign. I was actually screaming the name of Yahushua HaMashiach and using the blood. The demon grabbed a hold of me and actually got a hold of me, and it freaked me out. I bolted up out of bed. And I'm not scared of the dark, never have been. But at that moment, I was real freaked out. I was real sketched out. Nicole was sitting there sleeping. It was the middle of the night. And this demon had its way with me. And I was sitting there. I was trying to unbind this thing as it was running towards me. And nothing I was saying in the dream worked. And he grabbed a hold of me. And it was as real as I could feel. But as soon as I woke up, then I'm like, I called out and I said, "Hey, I was freaked out." I said, the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, using the blood. And nothing happened past that. I was totally spooked. I'm still spooked to this day. That was only like a couple months ago. But maybe that was the sign that I was trying to do this incorrectly in the dream, and it didn't take me. And so maybe Carla's the answer to why it didn't work in the dream. And so, but we've also had other experiences where we do plead the blood. And I think if we have this wrong, our Creator's still going to take care of us. I don't think we're going to be left to the wolves based upon audio that we're saying wrong, if we're verbally saying it wrong. Our Creator loves us. He knows what's going to happen. He knows what's going to befall us. And he wants to keep us safe and sound. But as far as wielding the name of Mashiach, it's not the blood. So let's clear that up. Is everyone good and everyone clear?
Yeah.
All right. Sis Carla, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that. And let's begin.